Hello everyone, today we will discuss about a new topic, that is collision, which is the last part of your chapter 6, that is dynamics. So collision means, from the name you can guess, collision means when two bodies collide with each other. So what happens when two body collides with each other? Suppose this is one body and this is the second body. So suppose it's moving with certain velocity v or u. So this is the second body which is at rest. So what happens? So it is moving towards this velocity, this body, and this body is at rest. So it will try to collide with this body. So during collision, this body will try to compress this body. So they will try to compress the maximum extent possible during collision. So after that, what happens? Due to the elasticity, so during collision what happens? This body has certain mass and it is moving with certain velocity, so it has some momentum, so it will transfer its momentum to this body. So because of this, it will gain some momentum, so it will gain some velocity, so due to which it will try to move forward. So this is the second case, when the first body is here and the second body is here. So during the time, it is also moving with certain velocity and this is also moving with certain velocity. So after the collision, they will try to regain its shape because of elasticity, and the phenomenon by which they will regain their shape is known as restitution. So you see here the image. So what happens during the collision? You can see here there is a large ball and this is a small ball. So it has higher mass and it has lower mass. So initially the second ball is at rest and the first ball is moving with certain velocity. So it is moving with certain velocity, so it has some momentum, and also it has kinetic energy because it is moving. So the energy possessed by a body during motion, that is kinetic energy. So what happens during collision? For a certain moment of time, they will come to rest, and during that time they will try to compress each other, and after which this ball has transferred its momentum and energy to this ball. Because of this, the second ball tried to move, and here it is a smaller ball, so it has less mass compared to this bigger size ball. So here it has less mass compared to this ball, but it is moving with a higher you can see from this animation, this second ball is moving with a higher velocity compared to the first ball. So momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So you can say maybe this smaller ball has higher momentum compared to this case one, that blue ball. So it will transfer, here the second ball is at rest, so here it will transfer its momentum to this ball, and by this way it will gain momentum and kinetic energy and it will move, and both the balls are trying to move with different velocities because it has exchanged some energy, so it has reduced some of its energy, or it has lost some of its energy. So after collision they will move with different velocities, but before and after collision the momentum will be conserved. So the momentum before collision will be equal to the momentum after collision. Similarly, the kinetic energy before collision will remain same as kinetic energy after collision. This is due to the conservation of energy and conservation of momentum. So we'll move to the next case. The total momentum of two bodies will remain constant after collision. So you can see, let m1 is the mass of the first body and u1 is the initial velocity of the first body, and v1 is the final velocity of the first body, and m2 is the mass of the second body, and u2 is the initial velocity of the second body, and v2 is the final velocity of the second body. So what will be the momentum of the body? Initially it is mass m1 and velocity u1, so first body has momentum m1 u1. And what is the initial momentum of the second body? Second body has mass m2 and it has initial velocity u2, so m2 u2 is the initial momentum of the second body. So here in my animation actually the second body is at rest, but here suppose the second body is also moving at certain velocity u2, so which is the initial velocity of the second body, and after collision what will happen? It will lose some momentum. So first body will exchange some momentum with the second body. So during this process the velocity or momentum of the first body will reduce and second body will gain some momentum, so its momentum will increase. during the conservation of momentum, you can say m1 u1 plus m2 u2, which is the initial momentum of first and second body, will be equal to the m1 v1 plus m2 v2, which is the final momentum of first and second body. So during this process, the total momentum will be conserved. So what is the Newton's law of collision of elastic bodies? It states that two moving bodies will collide with each other. Their velocity of separation bears a constant ratio to their velocity of approach. So what is the velocity of separation? So velocity of separation is the difference between the velocity of two objects, final velocity of two objects. So that is v2 minus v1. And what is the velocity of approach? So velocity of approach is the difference between the initial velocity of two objects. So v2 minus v1 equal to some constant into u1 minus u2. So that constant is known as coefficient of restitution. So here you wrote v2 minus v1, but in the first case you wrote u1 minus u2. Why? Because the initial velocity of the first object is greater than the velocity of the second object, initial velocity of second object. But after collision, what will happen? The initial the first body will lose some momentum, so its final velocity will reduce, and the second body will gain some momentum, so its velocity will increase. So in this way, v2 will be greater than v1. So this difference is v2 minus v1, and its first initial velocity difference is u1 minus u2. So that v2 minus v1 bears a constant ratio with, that is the velocity of separation, which bears a constant ratio, that is equal to E is that constant proportionality into u1 minus u2. So that constant proportionality is known as coefficient of restitution. That I have already told you. So what is its value? Its value varies from 0 to 1. So when the two bodies are plastic or inelastic, in that case that value is 0, and when the body is perfectly plastic, at that time the coefficient of restitution value is 1. That velocity difference is basically the difference between their relative velocity. So you can say when two bodies are moving in the same direction, at that time the difference is negative, but when two bodies are moving in the opposite direction, so it will be the sum of two velocities. So next we'll move to the types of collision. So it is of two types, direct impact or indirect impact. So what is direct impact? So before the collision and after the collision, if they will remain in the same line or that line of impact, then it is known as direct collision. So direct impact. So what is line of impact? Line of impact is the line joining the center of two bodies and passes through the point of contact or point of collision. You can see this is the center of two bodies and this is the point of contact. So that line joining the point of impact or point of contact and the center of two bodies is known as line of impact. So if the body before the collision they are lying on the line of impact, so during the impact they are lying on this line of impact. So before the collision and after the collision, if they will remain in the same line or that line of impact, then it is known as direct collision. So during this process the momentum will be conserved. So during this process the momentum will be conserved. So m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So we'll solve one simple problem. So a ball of mass 1 kg moving with a velocity 2 meter per second impinges directly on a ball of mass 2 kg at rest. So the first ball after impinging comes to rest, and find the velocity of second ball after impact and the coefficient of restitution. So data given is mass of the first ball is 1 kg, its initial velocity is 2 meter per second, mass of second ball is 2 kg, initial velocity of second ball is initially at rest, so its initial velocity is 0, and final velocity of impact of the first ball, that is the first ball after colliding or after impact it comes to rest, so final velocity is 0. So we have to find the final velocity of the second ball. So the first ball will exchange some momentum with the second ball, so the second ball will try to move because it gains some momentum from the first ball. So after exchanging the momentum, the second ball will, after some time the second ball will come to rest. So the final velocity of the first ball will come to rest. So the final velocity of the first ball will be 0, and the second ball will gain some momentum, so it has some final velocity. So we know that total momentum will be conserved. So m1 u1 plus m1 v1 equal to m2 u2 plus m2 v2. you can see m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So after putting these values, we will get the final value is, velocity value is 1 meter per second. So what is the coefficient of restitution value? It is the ratio between velocity of separation and velocity of approach. So it is the ratio between v2 minus v1 divided by u1 minus u2. So that value is, it is denoted as small e. So that value is 0.5. Next question is, a ball overtakes another ball of twice of its own mass. So m1 is suppose m kg, then m2 is 2m, and moving with 1/7 of its own velocity. So it's given that you suppose the initial velocity of first ball is u, then initial velocity of second ball is u by 7, that is 1/7 of initial velocity of first ball, and it is given coefficient of restitution is 0.75. So it is asking so that first ball will come to rest after impact. So it is asking that we have to prove that the final velocity of the first ball will be 0. So m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So we'll put this data in this value. So after putting, we'll get this equation, and it's given that coefficient of restitution is 0.75. So v2 minus v1 is 0.75 times u1 minus u2. So u1 is capital U, let u2 is given that 1 by 7th of initial velocity of first ball, that is u by 7. So we got second equation. So and there are two unknowns, v1 and v2, and there are two equations. So after solving this, we got v1 equal to 0, which is the final velocity of the first ball. Another question is, the masses of two balls are in the ratio 2:1. So m1 is 2m, m2 is m. So if their velocity are in the ratio 1:2, so suppose initial velocity of first ball is u, second ball is 2u, but in the opposite direction. So you have to check the sign. So if they are moving in the opposite direction, I mean towards each other, then sign will be negative. So u2 is minus 2u. So coefficient of restitution is given that 5 by 6. It's given that each ball will move back with 5 by 6 of original velocity. So it is given that velocity of separation will be 5 by 6 will equal to 5 by 6 times velocity of approach. So E value is 5 by 6. So we'll put first in the conservation of momentum equation, then we'll put the value of coefficient of restitution formula, value in the coefficient of restitution formula, and after solving we'll get v1 equal to minus 5 by 6 u. So it's minus sign indicates that the direction of v1 is opposite to that of u, and the first ball final velocity is 5 by 6 times its original velocity. So, and after substituting in the equation 1, we got v2 is 5 by 6 into 2u. So plus sign indicates that it will move in the same direction. So you can see here the plus sign indicates that the direction of v2 is same as that of v1 or opposite of u2, and second ball will move 5 by 6 of its original velocity. Second ball initial velocity was 2u, so it will move 5 by 6 of its original velocity. So next one is loss in kinetic energy during collision. So during this collision it will exchange some kinetic energy, I have already told you. So what is the initial kinetic energy of the first ball? Half m1 u1 square. What is the kinetic energy of second ball? Half m2 u2 square. So total kinetic energy of the two bodies before impact is half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square. So total kinetic energy of two bodies after impact, the velocity of first ball is v1 and second ball is v2. So half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. So the loss is the difference between the kinetic energy after collision and before collision. So this one is the loss in kinetic energy during impact. So I'll solve one question related to this. The question is, a ball impinges directly on a similar ball at rest. So u1 is, mass is same, similar ball means mass is same, m2 is equal to m1, and it's given that initial velocity of the second ball is 0, so it is at rest, and given that first ball reduced to rest by impact, so final velocity of the first ball is 0, that is v1 equal to 0, and find the coefficient of restitution if half of its kinetic energy is lost by impact. So total energy before collision, so that is half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square. So m1 equal to m2, so we can take n1. So u2 equal to 0. So second body initial velocity is 0. So that will, so after summing this, after putting this value of u2, we got half total kinetic energy before impact is half m1 u1 square, and total kinetic energy of two bodies after impact, that is half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. So v1 is 0, so after collision the first body will come to rest, so that value is half m2 v2 square. So what is the loss in kinetic energy? So it's the difference between the kinetic energy before impact and after impact, so that value is half m1 u1 square minus half m2 v2 square. So it's given that half of its initial kinetic energy equal to loss in kinetic energy by the impact. So it's given that if half of its initial kinetic energy is lost by impact, so that half of its initial kinetic energy is half of kinetic energy, initial kinetic energy is half m1 u1 square, so half of that energy value equal to loss in kinetic energy. So loss in kinetic energy equal to this value, half m1 u1 square minus half m2 v2 square, so that value equal to half of its initial kinetic energy. So its initial kinetic energy is half m1 u1 square, so half of that value is half of half m1 u1 square, so that is equal to this value. So after equating this, we got this value in this equation, u1 square equal to 2 v2 square. So we got the relation between u1 and v2. So what is the coefficient of restitution value? It is the ratio between velocity of separation and velocity of approach. So v1 equal to 0, that is the final velocity of the first ball, and u2 equal to 0, so initial velocity of the second ball is 0, so that value is 0, so e value is v2 by u1. So we got here the relation between v2 and u1. So what is that? 1 by root 2 square root, so that is 1 by root 2, 0.707. So we got the coefficient of restitution value as 0.707. So this is the last part of your chapter 6, that is dynamics. So I hope you understand something from this. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.